and they're depressed and ashamed.
Every day I'm checking the price and it's dipping. Every day I check the price, bad price. I can't take this anymore. I have overinvested by a lot. Can devs do something? Can devs do something?
Gentlemen in the mix.
I can't take this anymore.
When I was young, he told my girl cousins I would never be a varsity athlete.
All I know is you never had the makings of a varsity athlete.
Dude, what? What? Dude, Married the Crypto. Thank you so much for the $500 super chat. Can we please get some?
Look here. Look, listen.
Good Lord. Thank you. You married, beautiful married couple. Y'all are amazing. Hold on a sec. Wow, thanks again. That's amazing. Holy crap. Hello traders. Welcome to the Friday stream where it's the weekend, but not for crypto. There is no weekend for crypto really, right? The selling can continue, and it was a terrible, worst case scenario type of day for the index funds. And who knows, at this pace we could be at $30,000 by Sunday. But yeah, this is what happens. I mean, this is a certain...
You see what happens, Larry?
More like...
You see what happens, Larry?
More like that. When you make a third lower high than your previous highs locally, you then go to test, and you just sit there at the support. That's it. And so since then, clearly... real bad. And I mean, you can't be surprised. the way the price action was, right? You looked okay. It looked like daily and golden candle, and then the rejection after the index funds. They all closed yesterday. Yeah, bad signal. And so there is no real formal support looking left. Not really. You're just kind of hanging on to this June 28th, July 4th peak from the summer. That's it. I mean 30K probably. I'll show you what's really bad. It's the weekly. Remember we were talking about that weekly candle high close a couple places. You're well below that massive bearish and golden candle. Yeah, I mean there's no reason to believe you wouldn't see at least 32,293. How about that? The lowest price where traders set it up January of 2021, right around that same July 19th low. I'd say so 31.8 to 32.3. Probably where you're destined to see eventually. Bad news. RSI is in the bearish control zone now. It's sitting at like 37. Oops, let me turn that back on. Sorry. Okay, that's back on. All right, TTS is back on. You said did the Bogdanovs do something? Well, I'm getting situated over here. Oh, they sell from their tombs. Seems like they had a dead hand key set up, right? Yeah. The Bogs keep selling. Maybe it's Eminem and the Bogs from the spirit world, right? So yeah, full reset also gonna play a role at that 32,257 level as you use your Fibonacci anchoring from your lowest point in June to your all-time high in November. 886 is 33,431. That and you know right around there are those candle low closes. That's where you're headed, and you're not very far off. I mean, it's just a few thousand more dollars. You have to understand, Bitcoin is down $4,250 today. It is down. Bitcoin itself, listen to me, is down 15.55% on the week, and we got 2 days to go until it closes. It'll be the lowest weekly candle close since July 19th. Or the week of July 19th, 2021. So full reset is on its way. You've already exceeded a 78% retrace. Yep. And if those don't hold up, 30,000. 30,000 and good luck there. Real good luck there. We're testing that again. Super scary. And you're saying you're testing it again after confirming a top. Confirming a top at a 1.618 fib extension. From your old all-time high to your low. 1618 once, sell off, attempted rally, slowly higher high, 1.618, tested again, and that's it. Right, you break 30K, then all of a sudden this log scale potential double top becomes confirmed and massive downside. Right, like a measure move of this, probably going to take you down to like 13K, 13, 14K. Yeah. Yeah, you were certainly sitting at the lowest level on your weekly RSI you've seen since the COVID crash, March of 2020. Very bad. So kind of a dump stream, even though we weren't at session lows when I was live. It just happened to be close, and you know we're in power hour right now. We got 49 minutes to go until your daily candle close. Again, it'll be the lowest one of the entire correction. So there you have it, man. That's kind of it. I've cleaned it up just a little bit on the daily. Oops, that's log scale and linear. You can just clearly see the mega inflection points pictured and with the gray, and you're well on the way. May not be today. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so that's Bitcoin. And what we must look at before we even look at Ethereum is the Bitcoin dominance chart. Discussed yesterday with Scott Carney. All right, you were at the bottom. You were at the absolute bottom inflection point. Confirmed the bottom. Massive divergence, implying, right, that sellers exhausted and you're probably going to rally here, and that's happening. And we discussed the context being yeah, Bitcoin probably going to roll over, and that means on this chart where it is, altcoins are going to get devastated. Bitcoin will be down 10%. Literally, go back to the stream yesterday. Bitcoin will be down 10% maybe, and altcoins will be down like 30%. Well, they're not down quite 30%, but many of them are down 20%. They are down double the percentage amount that Bitcoin is down, and that's where this chart comes in, right? And so this could continue for a while altcoins continue to get wrecked worse than Bitcoin in the selling. So, you know, that's kind of where we are. Bitcoin dominance, man. You know, Bitcoin is down $4,700. It just depends. It's volatile. It's moving up and down, man, right? It was one place is now the other. So, Ethereum, here it is, chat. We knew there was no way Ethereum was going to hold $2,900 to $3,000 if Bitcoin broke $40,600. It didn't. Same time, it's down 17%-ish, close to that, while Bitcoin's only down 10%, right? Bitcoin dominance was a great indicator for what was probably going to happen to the alts if Bitcoin rolled over. Bitcoin wasn't going to get wrecked as bad. There is no formal support here, really. I mean, I know there's a peak from July 7th at 23.28. That means you got another couple $100s to go before you test that. It seems like you're already trying to breach that high from April 16th of last year. And eventually you could be finding yourself at $2,000. There is no support here. It's a straight up, straight down kind of affair in ways. It will bounce when Bitcoin bounces, but Bitcoin isn't really at any kind of formal mega support, and it has thousands of dollars to go before it drops to those levels. Can y'all hear this? I mean, I don't even think the audio can be heard. Too quiet. Can y'all hear the music? I'm just wondering. I mean, not like, it doesn't have to be much, just a little bit. But yeah, things aren't really good, right? Things are actually really bad in crypto. And then you can go to, it doesn't matter, you can go anywhere.
Zoner has been disbarred from the foundation after it was revealed he no longer holds any GRT anymore.
Yeah, get wrecked, Zoner. Yeah, maybe it's like Zoner 3.0 now, you know. It's like Lord of the Rings, man. After major events, they go to the third age, the fourth age, the second age. Okay, so now it's Zoner, the third age, after it liquidated and homeless. And kicked out of the GRT Foundation. Get wrecked, dude. Thank you for the sevens. But jokes aside, which there are plenty of jokes going on right now, we could go, let's go to Cardano. No, Binance Coin first, which again, actually kind of not too devastated. Not as devastated as Ethereum, really. Maybe now, because the selling started picking up since I'd last seen it. Let me look real quick. We're gonna pull BNB up, yet down 12.6%. Now it's worse. It was actually earlier only sitting at around 407, but now you have made your lowest low, and it is interesting. I mean, on the daily, yes, you fell out of the wedge. If it even is that, it could just be a channel. But like, look what's happening. I mean, you're oversold again, and you know maybe it just keeps dumping, and you make bearish convergence. But we love oversold conditions and then a higher low on the second low in the RSI, right? Because that's bullish divergence. And I mean, you're at a level, you know, a support resistance May 27th. If that doesn't hold, I think you're probably going to 330 to 350 to test that. And by then, my God, how oversold is this freaking asset going to be, you know? But what are you going to do, man? I mean, it's everything. Full reset. Hey, so now you got, you know, you're talking about this. No idea how this will play out, you know, Bitcoin, what it's doing. But where's the 886 here? 886 is at 360. Doesn't really make sense there. Like, oh, it's just going to bounce it. I mean, pretty much hit that. Good God, it was so close. It hit an 84% retrace. But like, okay, telling me it's going to hit an 886, but it's not going to hit 350, which is a 91% retrace. I think that's possible. And then look at this. I mean, the daily hidden bearish divergence. Look how well it played out, right? You rallied. We knew, we had no idea if a bottom was in there. No idea. One time. And it ran up to test what was once resistance, support as resistance again. We knew it'd be coming for maybe another test, and it failed the test, and it's now making lower lows. And this all happened when it was implied the buyers were exhausted, and continuation was implied. Continuation downward was implied. That's okay though, man. Things happen. The you know, sell-offs occur. If you zoom out, wow, look where BNB was in January 21st of last year. Binance Coin was at $42. $42, chat. And now 386. So depends on when you got in, right? Time in the market beats timing the market. This asset is still up 928% year over year. Yeah. Sorry you got wrecked if you bought, you know, sometime randomly and, you know, when it was peaking out and stuff, but it's still, wow, unreal. Outperforming Bitcoin, Ethereum, I think, at this point, year over year. Right? That's BNB. Let's go to Cardano now. That down 10%, and it's kind of funny that it's like actually still above its critical levels. It hasn't broken any massive dollar. You know, $1 is death. You know, that's pain and suffering. It could happen eventually. I mean, highest high, lower highs confirmed here on the daily. Dang, that's real bad, real bad. And then it ended up like classic bearish divergence like this. Just gross, right? A high, then the lower high on the higher high on price. Yeah, it's almost like there's no wave structure you could say here, but you can't be looking for bullish patterns right now in these bearish conditions. You gotta wait, man. Yeah, Bitcoin's got to find a bottom, and it's got to develop an edge. And after impulses like this, it's gonna take a while. It's not gonna happen overnight. It might take weeks, maybe even a couple months, really. Everything's effed in crypto. Everything, just about. Hex is actually okay. Hex is still making higher low. Yeah, that inverse head and shoulders failed. I'm sorry. When the whole world starts, equities and crypto start collapsing, it's even Hex is gonna have problems. I mean, it did. So, but it's still making a higher low for now. So you get it. Cardano is still at that pattern completion zone, but I'm sorry. Like the way it looks right now is very bad. If you break $1. I don't think there's literally no support really until 40 cents. So it could lose 60% of its value very fast, just as it gained, you know, a crap load straight up, could be straight down. So that's your cutoff for Cardano. You don't think you want to be even touching this asset below $1. Wow. So let's go to Sol, which is another large crypto market cap. None of these coins are bigger than they were. And here you go, dude. This is it. You know, you broke that 117, 120, chat. That's it, right? It's even breaking the channel below the 200-day moving average for real. Remember we said if you break this level on Sol, where you could go, you could be on your way to $56. We've talked about this many times. One high, the highest high, now a lower high, almost like head and shoulders. Momentum shifted. Good evening. And that's why he plotted this harmonic. It's like a terrible context. Please. We'll look at that. We'll look at ELA. Thank you, Peter. Yep, bad news. I mean, full reset. What's the full reset going to be here for Sol? I would say probably from the low from July last year. You're now testing the 618 for the first time since that peak. And the next Fib nodes, the next block of Fibonacci, or, you know, it's like street blocks, but Fibonacci blocks, take you on down to 71.71, repeating, of course. And then the 886, the full reset is around $48, $47.79. And that would make plenty of sense. Stupid amounts of sense. The only thing that makes sense is an 886, dude. 786 makes zero sense contextually looking left. Nothing. There's nothing there. Right? Nothing. So you would wait on Sol. You wouldn't touch this asset until you got an 88% sale on it around $47, $48. Okay? And where there's actual support that might hold. That'd be it. X marks the spot. So you'll be waiting a while on Sol. And yes, I think that at some point when Bitcoin rallies, it's going to rally too, but it's going to end up just making a substantially lower high than the previous highs. Never going to break the supply line. Rally, it could go up to 170 again, and the downtrend could continue, right? Hidden bearish divergence develops, and then just another massive wipeout, and then eventually over the next month or two, maybe more, you get a $48. Whoops. All right, so those are your bigger coins. We can look at total breaking support chat. This is very, very bad. Some technical damage being done right now.
I like turtles.
Yeah. So the support that was manufactured in February of last year has been breached. It was once resistance, resistance, support, resistance, support. Now broken. Doesn't make too much sense to see anything probably till 1.3 trillion, but yeah, I noticed that there are a couple. There's a valley here, valley from March at like 1.5 and a peak from 1.48 right around there. I mean, that's where it could stall out for rallying, catching a lower high for dumping again. Not good, but all I can say is,
Can devs do something?
no, I don't think they can, man. So straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, eventually straight down, straight up. So eventually straight down again. Yes, could be happening, man. Just be careful. Full reset here from your lowest low in July of last year to your all-time high. And 886, 1.34 trillion. And it would be lined up with levels of inflection, so it makes more sense. There's like going to be confluence there. That's kind of X mark spot. 786 makes very little sense unless you're talking about this one valley from March. But I just don't. I think 886 is the most prudent, conservative way of looking at things, waiting for that level to be achieved now. So that was kind of your crypto update. I know, it's bad, but it has to be done, man. I had to update you. Right, good times, bad times, the in-between, always here. That's why you keep coming back, right, man? So we know. And thanks for the 1,200 people tuned in. If you're enjoying the coverage of this market almost meltdown, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Thanks for being here. The real ones are here. And people have questions, but hopefully you have clarity now, more clarity to understand where the next major levels are. Something interesting is like eventually, hopefully, maybe you keep selling whatever, but that you end up getting like quad bullish divergence, another tier of bullish divergence occurs, and maybe at another inflection point it holds there, and we catch a big relief rally off of it. Y'all are here. Oh my God, dude. What a day. And you thought it was bad here, it was just as bad in other places too. The S&P 500 below its 200-day simple moving average since 1900, since June of 2020. All right, the recovery of the COVID crash. That was it, and here we are again, and just tested it for a second and just dumped and closed at session lows today pretty much. And I don't like Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays like this, and then Monday is next. That's the recipe for Black Monday. Black Mondays from history in the books. They had really bad Thursday, Fridays. It was bad. And so circuit breaker on Monday? I don't know. I mean, you're nearing that 886. The full reset in the uptrend would be 43.38.
Patreon and stream help me plan accordingly.
Thank you, Eric F, for the 5 super chat. Much love, dude. And be sure to join the Discord if you're not in the Discord yet. The link is pinned above. I'm spamming it here too. So it closed right around that 78% retrace from the previous low. So you're going lower. I mean, you're going to go to 43.38, and then you are in a lot of trouble if you break this 42.81 area. So I think what will happen is eventually, whether it's 886, Monday, or it goes 100% down, it'll rally, and we'll be monitoring closely what kind of price action we receive on the attempted rally. And once the attempted rally occurs and we end up making a lower high than the previous high, that is confirmation that the trend is beginning to reverse. Just because, like, what's the most discernible recent event besides the dump here? Oh, all-time highs. Well, so then it's you're not in a confirmed bear trend yet. Even if percentage down's a lot or whatever, it's about the lower highs, lower lows consistently. You haven't had, this is like your first lower low, and it's really like a local low. So if you've broken this low, you've now made a lower low. All right, so when it does rally, whenever, if it makes a lower high, then at least 47.30, probably even all-time highs, you sell off again, you're looking for that lower low. That lower low is pretty much going to confirm it. Yeah, oversold, very oversold. Most oversold you've been on the S&P 500 since the COVID crash, right? You haven't seen 27. You haven't even been oversold since the COVID crash. So we're talking like going on 2 years now. 22 months or whatever, because the bottom, very bad. And then you go to Dow Jones, also bad. Everything bad, man. Can devs do something? No. Probably going to test 34, but then all the support here is going to be tested again. That's really scary. One high, no one knows. Second high, people know, I guess, right? And you don't really want to be going to these significant time scales because they're telling us a really scary situation with like the weekly and monthly bearish divergence. Good lord. So yeah, proceed with caution. Maybe make a higher low than December 1st. Maybe there's a little hopium left on the Dow Jones still, but dude, it's getting really, really tight. Look at this. I mean, zoom out and see it. It's almost like ascending, broadening wedge there. Let me just clean it up and see if we can paint that Bukowski structure. Let's see. All right, yeah, it's like an ascending, broadening wedge.
Can we look at NXC, please?
What's up, Captain Hindsight? Yeah, we'll look at that. Thank you, dude. So you have a, yes, ascending, broadening wedge. There it is. Ascending, broadening wedge. And context like this could easily act as a reversal. So, but you haven't broken the demand line. That's what I'm saying. Hopium for now. Hopium, lots of hopium. Smoke it. One thing where all hope is lost, really, on the Nasdaq Composite that closed certainly at its session lows. Look at this. It closed yesterday with a bearish breakdown of the right-angled and ascending, broadening formation after a partial rise was confirmed. 70% chance of a breakout. Nice. Just add it, and it's just another statistic of these mega patterns. The Bukowski's research for years. Okay? Look what you did. You gapped down today. You rallied. And at the height of the day, it was back testing what was once resistance for the first time ever, February of last year. April of last year. It was then support in July. And October, now resistance again. And after you tested that to the dollar, massive markdown to the lowest price of the day. Actually, the lowest candle close since June 4th of last year.
/Mitch stream yesterday. Thanks for that. SPN please. Some solace in energy sector.
What's up, Dan? Thanks for 20. Dang, dude, that was real close to saying spin, please. What? Anyway, thanks. Yeah, we'll look at that, add to the list. So, I had this trend line or this horizontal line 13.726. I don't think it's worth a crap. January 26th, I don't know really. If it's just one time, it's never really been tested after that. It doesn't seem like it makes sense as a support resistance. I would say probably your next like major level is probably going to be like the swing low from January of last year. Clearly like February and then May. right? They had some chop there. I mean, that's probably where you're headed next. And of course, your highest level of negative momentum you've seen since the COVID crash, and the lowest level of relative strength you've seen since the COVID crash. Wow. Go figure, right? Very, very bad. You have now exceeded a 23% retrace from the COVID crash lows. So we know, like, the top sin, that's, you don't really know. Like, when you anchor with Fibonacci, until the asset from the low to high touches the 236, you don't really know a swing high is in. So I think it's like been confirmed today that we have this asset since the COVID crash low. It is lost about 25% of its value. The next fib node is around 12,579, and I don't think that's really that big of a deal. Like to see that. Let's go to the next devastated, the worst. The Russell 2000. Oh my God. Massive, massive markdown. Lowest price, lowest daily candle close since January 5th of last year. It's been over a year. And oversold. Almost as oversold as you were in December. And, you know, those levels match the COVID crash lows. And, yeah, there's very little support. Pretty much none. I mean, I don't think you can consider January 5th, 2021's little low there as a real support. It's not. There's no real support till 1743, 1741. Down here, the high from 2018 and January 2020, before the COVID crash. And let's use Fibonacci here to look and see how deep we've retraced so far. Whereas, you know, the Nasdaq has retraced from its low 25%. The Russell 2000 now is down about 27%, maybe 28%. 38% retrace is 1869. Nothing makes sense with Fibonacci until a 50% retrace. The 50% retrace is confluent with that high from January 2020 and, of course, the September 2018 high. So that's probably where you're headed, because if you go straight up, you could certainly go straight down. It looks like it's already begun doing that. So, yeah, massively oversold, and you could remain oversold for a while. You could also have some relief rallies. You could have another real back test of the range as resistance before dumping more. It's just bad, man. Very, very bearish stuff developing across all markets except commodities. Commodities are legendary.
Can you take a look at Hex, please?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for the 20, dude. Nah, yo. Yeah. All right. So speaking of non-depressing charts, here's gold. Yeah, it didn't do much today or yesterday. That's okay. But you had an impulse 3 days ago. It was really nice. To me, I mean, like, you just go to the weekly or monthly here, and you can just see how really nice it is. It's almost like a dragon. It's like a beautiful bullish dragon. You broke your spine or the supply line. You're beginning to work on the tail. It's just begun if it's real. And that's, I mean, the target, based on what we saw on the PAX G, $2,000. A little bit higher, maybe. Oh, okay. What's up, Ryan, dude? Thanks to the 1,231 people here. So we're looking at gold, an asset that looks nothing like equities, nothing like crypto, because it's been doing nothing while cryptos and equities have been launching, mooning. Gold was very disappointing, but now times, it seemed, have changed. Gold, and then really just keep going back to it so you can see, taking out all the noise here. Just PAX G. It's gorgeous, dude. It's literally gorgeous. I love impulse candles with indecision like that. After an engulfing candle, it's a too narrow range. I think you're probably going 1876. You might see that early next week. But it's really the classic accumulation. It's the successful back test of an old level from December 2020 as support. That's all you need. And then really, if you look at the weekly, one low, then the second low. And on the second low, you start showing all this accumulation. It's brilliant. You're not overbought. You're around 63. On the RSI, bullish control zone. It's daily, not a joke. Positive memo building. A lot of upside, $2,000 plus target eventually. Then, silver. Silver still, flirting today with that 200-day simple moving average. Implied upside, right, based on everything. The bottom of a trading range you've been in for over a year. Since August 2020, really. You jumped across the creek. You painted the M shape. Type 1, type 2, the higher low. So you go from the low, the same low, then a higher low. So accumulation, momentum shifting, and nice impulse back above an inflection point, $23. And thinking eventually 26, but eventually you could be seeing the top of the range again, which is, around $29 to $30. Silver looking great, like a snack, man. Also, it's not just gold, not just silver, it's also platinum. Platinum, though, is a little different. Platinum's at an inflection point, super critical here. I mean, like, this is so real. Like, good God, it's almost countless times this level has been a support resistance, and you're at it again. You're testing it, and doesn't, things seem like gold and silver are going to do their thing, then platinum's probably going to break 1053. You break 1053, and there you go. It's a weekly dragon, like a bullish dragon pattern. Here it is. There is certain bullish divergence. Sell is exhausted, and you've just, once you break that, you got some really nice targets, at least, $1,200 plus dollars. But really, I mean, I think you could be going to 1337 again. Right? Straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. One time it didn't. Okay, one time. And then straight up, straight down. So you break 1053 based on historical price action between these two levels. Extremely high probability you see 1337, 1336 again. Yeah, so pay attention. Position trade maybe on platinum. Highest weekly candle close since November. What's up, Free Like Summer? Thanks with Super Chat, dude. Okay. And we could go all day, man. I mean, I could look into all these commodities that are looking great. Had good days today. I think the most notable one today was orange juice futures that I got made fun of last night, poker table, for even talking about it, because it's like orange juice futures. It's like, yeah, dude, any chart. People are like, you're the Bitcoin guy. I'm like, no, I'm not I've never been the Bitcoin guy. I am the simple technical analysis guy. If there's a chart, there's liquidity, then we'll chart it. Then we'll analyze it and try to establish to see if there's an edge. And orange juice futures, one of the most beautiful three rising valleys that is confirmed. It is a confirmed breakout. Broke the confirmation line yesterday at 149, the second peak. Right, 3 valleys, 2 peaks. The second peak's the confirmation line. When you break that, it's confirmed. And so the upside, I think, $200 eventually. So much accumulation. It's just beautiful, man. This is the weekly. Orange juice has doubled in price at your local grocery store over the past year. Yeah, dude, everything. Almost everything has. We found out that was a top performing asset out there. It was coffee. It outperformed Bitcoin last year. So yeah, man, this is the chart of the day pretty much. You're talking about kings, not peasants, which all crypto and equities are like peasants, dude. So but also something interesting happened today that I don't even know how big of a deal it is, but helium, right? Helium futures up 37.58%, up 38% on the week. What a bottom one time, you don't know, in March, but you round it out, I guess. And now, what a rally. I mean, you had your highest weekly candle close since August of last year. So you got to wonder, will helium run up to that level of inflection at 25 cents, right? The swing lows from May of last year. You gotta break that, 38, 39 cents. And then, my God, after that, nothing. So it's an interesting chart here. It's just helium, dude. Natural gas had a decent day, up 2%. Palladium, very interesting, up 2%. And if you like just omit the psycho candle here, look where you are. Low part of the bottom of a range, above the 200-week moving average, a weekly bullish engulfing candle on palladium. And so you would think that after a massive engulfing candle like this, the way the oscillators look, positive Momo just building, after not seeing positive momentum since June of last year, with the RSI being neutral, a lot of upside potential on palladium could take you to 28.75 again, the top of the range, right? Buy low, sell high. Could happen again, man. Nice uptrend. Nice 200-week moving average holding as support. For real. Love it. You just got notified that I'm live now? Yeah, that's because you're not in the Discord, dude. Like, everyone that's, you know, oh, you're subscribed to me on YouTube. But are you? Because, like, YouTube's not going to notify you when I go live a lot, often. So when you're in the Discord, you certainly, every single day that I go live at any time, will be notified. You will be pinged. And that is why the Discord link I'm spamming right now. Ban that guy. He's spamming. All right, so just looking at commodities, looking at equities, looking at cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies, right? They're cryptocurrencies when we're in massive bull runs and they're appreciating 1,000%. But when they're doing this, they're just speculative scrub trash that people dump, right? But my project, man, but my use case, okay. How's that use case working out for you? When you break critical supports like that. Alright, so we had a couple of requests. Married with Crypto, did you have a request, man? I mean, that $500 super chat at the beginning of the stream. I mean, at least, you know, if you're out there, still say something. I'll look at something for you if you want, okay? Oh, helium can't be artificially produced and must be extracted from natural gas wells. Supply crunch connect. Yeah, there you go. Natural gas is up, then helium gonna be up, right? But helium up way more. Request sign still up. Thanks for the reminder. I forgot about that. Hold on a sec. Now it's on. My bad, dude. Yep. All right. First request. ELA, some S coin that's probably down 15%. Oh my god, not even really. Like, god, dude. What? Holy crap, man. I can't even believe it. I genuinely cannot believe what ELA to the US dollar tether on KuCoin looks. Last week, massive bullish engulfing candle. This week, this asset is up 25.85% after all this. At one point, I bet it was up 50% on the week and was attempting a massive breakout. And the confirmation line kind of the double bottom. One bottom you don't know, second bottom you do know. And look at this. I mean, this is actually really interesting. Really tough to be like, I can't wait to long something that's up 26% on the week. But regardless, it looks different than anything and everything. Almost everything in crypto looks nothing like this. So weekly, huh? Daily? Daily was a nice M shape. Isn't that crazy? Isn't it stupid too, kind of at the same time, where, you know, across this market, M shapes like this developed. This is too deep because of the crazy scam wick. But you know, that simple 886 in the context of the down, the range is created in the M. We've seen that countless times. All right, and then this one caught the bids like others didn't. But it is down 4.3%. But I think if you can stay above $5 long enough, that's really good. There is no bearish divergence on the daily. Nothing's implying that buyers are exhausted. I would say if you were targeting aggressively for a harmonic, then C, which is the first target, has been achieved. But A has not quite been achieved at 850. But very interesting. Like, right, what a better looking asset than everything that exists in crypto, including Bitcoin. This is the new Bitcoin, man, ELA. History's really down. Boy, dude, always that trash, man. Like, oh, look at my S coin, but you know, I look at it and do the entire analysis. Then it's like, dude, reanalyze it completely on a different exchange, man. Oh man, whoops. Sorry, Clay. Forgot to tag you in that picture. Yeah, so kind of played out. I mean, if we were down, you know, many assets were, you know, down at these levels and they looked actionable maybe for longs, kind of. It looked just like ELA, but they all failed because Bitcoin. But somehow people bought this and held it, and it's just an anomaly. It happens. You're going to have an anomaly every crash, every bear trend, every downtrend, every reset. You'll have one or two that I don't think you can really figure out or guess unless you're the one propping the market up. You're not going to know which one is which. Like, how do you know? You don't. It's like almost a guess. Oh, this one didn't crash with everything else this time. And then DGB one time in 2017, 2018, and then another S coin. But then eventually they all catch back up with the overall macro eventually. Just for now, everything's good. But that's awesome. Stay above $5, then you could see, you know, 850. All right. Big yikes here, man. Big yikes. Ugh. Well, this happened. This played out.
Teasers, keep
Nice
on
abandoned
teasing.
baby stuff, kind of. What's up, Echo?
Is that a joint?
The descending broadening wedge at the critical level of inflection, right? What happened? It broke out. It even back tested the ice line of support before rallying. But the rally was just kind of short-lived. And then you sold off in a lower high, back testing the 200 moving averages resistance, confirming less market participants, and now you are breaking critical support. And I think it is time now. Maybe you could be seeing 348 now. Dude.
UFOTC, Sprott Physical Uranium Trust. Jump across the creek corner.
Maybe Pizza Party, anything that's a commodity, it's just not in the same world as equities and not in the same world as crypto. So it's very possible. We'll look at it though, whatever the chart. But you know, this should normally, if this is a truly really bullish trend, this hold while it breaks and back tests should rally to maybe see the top of the range, but it didn't do that. Very weak price action, implying that things are changing. You're failing to break resistance from June of 2021 twice, 2 times. Once, no, second time, yeah, be careful. And so I don't trust this at all. I mean, whatever. If you get above 426 again, we'll talk. But we're not going to talk until that happens and or we see 350, which will probably be the next level. These lows from July and August of 2021 last year, right? So, no. Right, look at it. Look at this since the COVID crash, dude. Just, it's up, dude. And now momentum shifting with the whole macro. So, yeah, underperforming, bullish pattern. Interesting, though, right? About descending, broadening wedges, right? If you know truly about Bulkowski and you've studied these patterns, the measured move of a descending, broadening wedge is the beginning. Like the first anchor point of the top trend line is the measured move. It's not the size of the structure with descending, broadening wedges or ascending, broadening wedges. So it hit the measured move of this pattern before reversing, not once but twice. So I think that's pretty cool. I mean, you go to the textbook, just go look it up if you don't believe me, man. I mean, all this TA and people come in and they'll denigrate me or something, you know. And it's like, dude, all I do is I'm taking the word of the research done by geniuses. I'm not a genius. I'm stupid. I'm just a guy that loves charts, and I like spreading the gospel of what they've done. And so, look it up if you don't believe me. Nice. TA respected there, but now things have changed. Look at the macro. Look at the index funds. Very bad. Okay, next request. Scott to Mitch. I don't think that's a ticker. Oh, just kidding. It's SPN. It was almost spin. The S&P energy sector. Okay. Some solace in energy. Oh yeah, dude, energy, man. Come on, of course. Like U.S. oil. Well, you look at U.S. oil every day. We didn't look at it today because I forgot. We're looking at everything else. I didn't do much today, but yes, I mean, certainly in an uptrend.
Hey Mitch, I have no idea what I'm doing, but Acro looked like that LR on the weekly. Can we look at it? You still owe me a spin too, bro.
Do I? Do I owe you a spin? Thanks, Robbie. What did you say about something? ELA on the weekly. We did look at ELA on the weekly, though. Oh, Acro looks like ELA on the week. Okay, I got you. Yeah, I guess we can look at that. Sure. So let's just go to the daily and the weekly on the SPN, a fresh chart. And let's go to that weekly, because you know, look, if you're an analyst, right? If you like technical analysis, and you get to a foreign chart, a foreign meaning you've never been there before, Normally, the first thing you should do, especially when there's tremendous amounts of data, is always go to the weekly. You go to the weekly, then you begin plotting your critical inflection points where major, massive reversals have occurred, right? One clearly being March 2009, April 2005. Look, it was an up thrust resistance June of 2020 before selling off again. But then when it broke, look what happened when it broke. Massive rally to much higher levels. And I would say that your next mega level is going to be like 571 to 597 based on that first peak of all time, July 2007, and then a couple peaks right after that. And then look, confirmation, and that's it, right? You know, February 2011, and then these,
I hope you're
these levels.
okay, Mitch.
This is zone.
Managing your risk and physical mental health. Stay safe. 0.008000000 ETH.
Thank you, Anon. Well, I mean, I think we practice, you know, having positive, good mental health when we have stop losses below, you know, or at critical levels or below them. Or if we see something that's terrible and you just go cash, that's a great way to maintain your mental health, right? Trying to trade in these conditions, if it's bullish, is insane. I mean, it was folly. So, yep. But anyway, thank you, dude, for the concerns. You know, something could happen. I mean, 413 could always be back tested as support if it started selling off, but clearly see like a straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up. Not all the way straight down, but straight up and then straight down. I mean, I think $571 to $600 could be next if this uptrend will continue on the weekly, all right? And there's an uptrend. I mean, like, you know, you got probably, look at that. I mean, that's a supply line that was broken right there. I mean, that is a channel. Holy crap, dude. That's like a pretty beautiful looking channel, isn't it? And you just broke out 2 weeks ago and held. I mean, if you fall back into that, I think you're going to 413. But if you can hold somehow outside of this channel you've been in since the COVID crash broke out, yeah, $600. Okay. Let me check my notes here. I think Hex was next. Yeah. Eddie, you like the thumbnail, man? Good. Y'all like the thumbnail, chat? Shout out to Chaylin for doing the right thing. He feels the context of the market. He knows. Michael Saylor. I think that's the way Michael Saylor looked this morning when he woke up. And when he got out of his meeting, getting rejected by the SEC or something today. He looked like that all day, man. Yeah, unfortunately, Hex recently, I'm talking in the last like 3 hours, 2 hours, has started doing what all the other ones are doing. It's still making higher low. Hey, you know what could be amazing here? You could be setting up for a bullish Gartley, but yeah, now you're at a critical level. All right, you're starting to get dangerous again, right? You don't ever want to be below 17 cents, I think, because that was the first. That was like, this is one of the strongest supports you have. Okay, so to break it again would be bad. But if it did break, I think there could be hopium that Hexicans could smoke on a little bit. Talking like a Gartley. It's a little deep on B, but then you look for the... See, it's already near the 786. In this situation, in these conditions, I think you'd probably have to wait for 13.8 cents if it breaks. You're praying it doesn't break, but based on the rally, the sell-off, the attempted rally being so pathetic, and now another dump with the macro... It's very hard to believe this will hold. It could hold, but oscillators aren't favoring you anymore. You're below the 200-day simple moving average still. It's just Hex is starting to, you know, it's not doing what it was doing. Last year, Bitcoin was going through a massive correction for many months while Hex went parabolic, and now you're struggling just like the rest of the market, and that's just kind of showing that the animal spirits that were in Hex are just not in Hex anymore. Because it's becoming more mortal, like everything else. It's like kind of it's kind of synced back up with the homogeny of things of this market, right? Doing what everything else is doing. It's not special. It's down 16.5% like most other assets, right? So yikes. But no, maybe an M shape, maybe an M shape. but no edge at all. So I don't think you could take action here, and it'd be prudent and you have a very
I'm
strong
a buyer
argument.
at these prices. Me, looking at the value menu at McDonald's, 0.008000000 ETH.
I have overinvested by a lot. I can't take this anymore. Can devs do something?
Thank you, Anon, for the 20, dude. All right.
Bruh.
Sorry, Hex. Let's go to the next request. Okay. So a lot of letters. I think I got this though. Oh, well, we've been here before, and we identified a very real bullish harmonic snim shape, a nice rally, type 1-2 locally, but that, you know, on the daily, it could come all the way back down to 982 and might be perceived as some sort of type 2 return. And building negative momentum today, down 5%. You broke a supply line. Will you back test the supply line? With 2 minutes 45 seconds till the daily candle close, Bitcoin's not doing well, chat. So here's the supply line broken. Maybe you come back test 1030. It could even slide down to $10. One low, maybe the second low, and you get a discernible peak in two valleys, and that could be a nice bottom there. But for now, you peaked out in September of last year.
Reversal mid-Feb at $24.80. Hey Mitch, thanks for streaming for the people. Can you please look at support levels for ADA?
Data
Much
broke
love.
down. Broke support.
0.218090069 LTC.
Reversal mid-Feb. Thanks for 2480 of crypto. Thanks for making me buy the dip.
ETH painting a bullish shark, deconveniently at 2000. Such confluence. Much wow. No avocado on my toast today. GG.
No avocado on your toast today. Wow, is there avocado futures chat? I don't think there is. Maybe. Let me check that real quick. I want to just take deep breaths because it's AVO, Mission Produce Incorporated. I'm not sure if that's really the actual, you know, spot price of avocado though. I mean, that might be the closest thing you could get, or CVGW. Yeah, I don't think there's actual like, oh, orange juice futures,
Appreciate
cattle
you.
futures,
With love
avocado
from McDonald's,
futures.
my new job.
Congrats, dudes. And you know, everyone in El Salvador in the past couple of days has also taken jobs at McDonald's, including the president. So they're now all equal together, right? He's the manager at McDonald's though, so he got that job. But congrats to everyone working at McDonald's now. It's awesome, dude. So, you know, what is in store for you? What is that? It's like a noise. Right? This is what it's going to sound like, chat, for the next couple months maybe. This is what it sounds like at McDonald's now. I haven't been like in 15 years to inside of McDonald's, so I don't know. They used to sound like just beep, beep, right? So you know what I'm looking at, right? Point of view, you're at McDonald's. Some great ASMR if you want to tune into it after the stream. It could be beautiful, right? And we'll just do, there we go. Yeah, so SRUUF, you would wait for a back test of a supply line or a type 2 return here if you were going to do anything. I wouldn't touch it right now because there could be more downside. Marginal downside, yeah. Okay, let's see here. Chat, it is time. We have a new day. Jesus chimes. Unfortunately, it's Jesus chimes, and we're, you know, our condolences. The lowest daily candle close on Bitcoin since July 25th, 2021 confirmed. Negative momentum on the new day, already building until something changes. I think we have to just go ahead and be like, let's see what happens before thinking that, oh, we're diverging now in the middle of a zones, 2 different zones, like just nothing right now. And the RSI isn't playing ball either. I mean, that is terrible, dude. Yeah, you technically on the daily RSI made the lowest levels since the COVID crash. You have exceeded now the lowest price or the lowest RSI from May. From May, when Bitcoin crashed, you're lower than that right now. Yikes. Barely. Oh, man. What a stream so far. A lot of stuff covered. I don't even know. I've been live for, it tells me, but the font's so small. I've been live for 1 hour and 2 minutes. If you're enjoying the coverage of this very, very nasty dump of multiple markets, hit the like button on both. So thanks for being here. Remember, we are all we got, chat. I'm here through the bad times, the bearish breakdowns, the flat times when nothing's happening, and the pumps. So, gonna be here, rain or shine. Unfortunately, it is raining bad right now, if you can clearly see on my webcam, and it's like starting to flood. You know, I mean, the whole room right now is just covered in water because it's just been downpouring. So we can just go to Ethereum 2, local on the 8s, right? Ethereum, massive breakdown, lowest daily candle close since the date of August 3rd. And there's very little to no support. I mean, there is that one peak from April 16th. So if you want to get out your opium smoking pipes, by all means. But I would not. I would wait for something new to develop, as the markdown just happened. The dump just happened. Okay, so it seems like I have to go now, chat. I have to meet someone. Yeah, I'll let y'all speculate on what I'm doing, but whatever, dude. It's Friday, right? Yeah, it's Friday. Bitcoin dumped. You've been updated on all the markets, right? Got a couple more requests, but I might have to cut those short too, because I like have to. New Discord link, yeah. Dang, dude. Crap. All right, new Discord link. Here it is, chat. Acro doesn't look anything like ELA, nothing like ELA actually. So broke critical support. ELA had its lowest daily candle close since January of 2021. We're talking 365 days ago. Literally, happy anniversary of Acro at 1.2 cents. It is now back there in literally 52 weeks. Not one day more, not one day less. Congratulations on making literally 0% year over year. You did it, man. Now, if you get above 1.5 cents, you have a great opportunity for much more upside, but you just broke down. So I'm sorry. Until something changes, screw this coin. Screw it. It could be going down to 7.8 tenths of 1 cent. Okay, let's go to Theta real quick. You know, remember, like, I have to go.
Thanks for stream. Enjoy your Tinder date.
Yeah, that's not it, dude. But good guess. So this is absolutely abysmal. Theta breaking critical support, making its lowest daily candle close since March 2nd of last year. A potential double bottom failed pretty much. Your next target, if this is real, probably going down to 240 eventually if Bitcoin keeps rolling over and going to 30K. And I could definitely see that happening. Divergence failing. Everything failing, right? What does that tell you? The market is not bullish. We have no reversals kind of implied now. Everything's failing. So That's what happens in bearish trends. Bullish indicators, bullish structures oftentimes are unreliable and can oftentimes underperform. This didn't even launch. This failed to launch, and then Bitcoin pulled the rug, and now it's broken critical support, and it's probably going much lower. Theta. Sorry, dude. Full reset incoming on Theta, which could very well be, my God, one of these lows right here. I mean, you got another, 229 for an 886 from the low from November of 2020. Yep, that's it. That lines up with the high from January 7th. Sorry, dude. And then that's it. That's it. That's the last request. I appreciate y'all. Please understand, if things get real bad, I might come back tonight. Like, if we're dumping another, like, 5% or something, I'll be back. I'm going to do what I can. I'm going to stick around. And you might get a bonus stream if things are awful, okay? So, if you want another stream, pray for more dumpage. But thank you for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. Let me crank it up. This is what I sleep to this every night. I have surround sound in my bedroom, and this is what I sleep to, chat. So, yeah, dude, I gotta deal with the Bogdanov estate. That's where I'm going, dude. So I'm just gonna leave you all that. I'm not even putting any more music on. Join the Discord or be destroyed. No support where we are. It's the weekend. Asia's awake, and all they do is dump. So until next time, respect the TA.
I can't take this anymore. Can devs do something?
My name is JP. I am a robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina.
And then, just like that,
Price gonna dip.